How many of you are on a low buy or even a no buy in early 2020 or even through 2020? Do tell me that in the comments below. Over the next few weeks, I will be doing some low buy, no buy videos, including tips, including how not to buy specific products, including what I will buy, what I won't buy, things that you don't need this year, and that sort of thing. So stay tuned for all of that. Today, I'm going to tell you about 20 products that I will not be buying in 2020. I myself am on a low buy this year, and there are certain products that I will completely avoid and certain products that I may buy. So I have a strict budget and I have very restricted shopping ahead this year. And what I hope to achieve by this is, some of you may find that these things help form your own no-buy lists for this year. That is what I hope to achieve with this. Next time I will be doing 20 things I will buy in 2020. So the things that I won't buy. 2020, I will not buy a single foundation. No foundations for me this year. Last year I bought the one foundation and I wasn't in love with it. So this year, absolutely no foundations. I don't care who launches what, no foundation. Why? For two reasons. First of all, with foundations, I feel that the axiom that you should follow with foundations is, if it ain't broken, don't fix it. So if you found a foundation that works for you, that you like, don't mess with it and try other foundations. Just keep at it. Now, in my opinion, one foundation is not enough because it could get discontinued. The brand may decide not to, or even to reformulate it, which could, put you in a quandary. So you need one backup, one perfect foundation, and one backup, almost perfect or equally perfect foundation. And you're set. You don't need more than that. Believe me, you don't need to try every foundation that launches. Last year, I think we had almost 20 foundations launch, at least. I think it's more than 20. So the second reason I won't be buying any foundations in 2020 is that, I keep reaching for 4 different foundations and 1 CC cream, be it cosmetics, oil-free CC matte. But, that's when it's summery and sunnier, so we're not talking about. But through the year, the foundations that I reach for are: number 1, the Oxygenetics Acne Control Foundation. I reach for it all the time. Number 2, MAC Studio Fix Plus NC38. Number 3, Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place shade Tawny. Number 4, Charlotte Tilbury Magic Foundation, shade 7. Well, apart from these 4, I also do admit to wearing the Huda Beauty 4 Filter Foundation in Butter Pecan. So let's call that 5, yeah? So these are the 5 foundations in my rotation. And apart from these, I'm not reaching for any of the others in my stash. I'm not, using those. I'm not using the NARS All Day Luminous Foundation. I'm not reaching for NARS Sheer Matte. I'm not reaching for Hourglass Immaculate. I'm not reaching for Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. I'm not reaching for so many of those. So it is quite clear that I have enough backups in case. I'm not even reaching for the Armani Par Fabric Foundation anymore. I don't know. My skin doesn't like it these days. So these are the 5 that I'm using. Now that I don't have active acne or hyperpigmentation, I find that these are more than enough. When I do have very severe hyperpigmentation, the Conceal and Define Foundation from Revolution or the Full Cover Camouflage Foundation from Revolution Pro also work for me. But as a rule, when my skin is as decent as my skin can be, these are the 5 that I'm reaching for all the time. So I'm not going to reach for other foundations. Once I stop reaching for these 5 completely, then I'll think about it. But I doubt I will. For a few months now, I've noticed that I keep using these and these alone. So why bother buying new ones? So what I would like for you to do is take a note of the foundations that you keep reaching for and a note of the ones that you're avoiding, or the ones that you're staying away from. And then, decide whether you need a new foundation in your life. And also, if you decide to buy a foundation in 2020, make sure that the formula is very similar to the ones that you are reaching for, the ingredients list is similar to the ones that you're reaching for and not to the ones that you're avoiding. So, foundation, one thing that I will not buy in 2020. Next thing that I will not buy in 2020, highlighters. First of all, I have enough and more highlighters in my stash. Secondly, I don't use highlighters on a daily basis. I'm not a highlighter junkie. I have oily skin. Why do I need any more glow than what the natural sebum on my face provides me with? Number 3, I have pitted acne scars, and highlighters are a bad idea if you have pitted acne scars or texture in that area. It highlights them, it enhances them, it worsens them. I mean, makes them look worse, not worsens the pits or anything. So I will be avoiding highlighters. Number 3, setting sprays. Again, these are products that are completely redundant in my routine. I'm a setting powder person. And I think if you have oily skin, setting powder is better than setting spray. Your skin is going to look dewy in a bit anyway, so why bother with a setting spray? Instead, you set your foundation with a setting powder. That's what I do. And my HG setting powder, for reference, is the Sheer Mattifying Compact from Shiseido in shade. This is a refill. 040. Right. Another thing that I will be avoiding, primers. HG primer, Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Light. They've rebranded this. Anyway, this is my HG primer. I'm not reaching for any of the others. So why do I want to bother? I won't be buying any primer in 2020. I have enough backups of this one. So I will also be avoiding what I call illuminating shite, or glow-giving shite, as I call it. For example, Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Filter, Becca Shimmering Skin Perfect. Products like that they're not quite highlighters as such. They're more subdued. They're the more lit from within look giving products. However, what they do in my case is that they enhance pitted acne scars and thereby make me look much older than I am. I already look much older than I am, believe me. I'm not one of those lucky people who looks younger. I don't understand why, because genetics is on my side. Both my parents look way younger. I look way older. I don't know why that is. I'm probably all the pitted acne scars and loss of collagen as a result. Anyway, back to the topic. I will be avoiding these products because, I've found finally that, height notwithstanding, they do not work for people with any kind of texture. I will be doing a video on products that do not work for people with pitted acne scars, products that worsen the appearance of pitted acne scars. Stay tuned for that. Nor will I buy any makeup brushes in 2020, absolutely no makeup brushes, because you see, despite owning quite a few sets and quite a few singles, I find that I'm reaching for the same brushes over and over and over and over again, and cleansing them and reusing them all the time. I'm not really rotating all my brushes, so anything that I buy will just be dormant in my stash and not actually get used, because I keep reaching for the same ones over and over. So I'm not going to buy any makeup brushes this year. Number 7, absolutely no beauty box subscriptions for me. 2020 is the first year in a long time that I will not be having a single monthly beauty box subscription. Absolutely none. I'm not talking about one-off beauty boxes, so curations or mystery boxes that launch seasonally. I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about the regular, frequent monthly subscriptions. Right, unless Mimi Box Part 2 comes out or something. Because first of all, it leads to a build-up of minis. One-off curations have more full sizes than minis, so we're not talking about those. But the regular subscription boxes, there are more minis than full sizes in there, and you get a build-up of minis eventually. Secondly, you get a lot of unwanted products. Recently I find that MLM brands, MLM products are included, multi-level marketing, are included in beauty boxes even. And I hate MLMs so much. I'll talk about MLMs another time, otherwise we'll never finish. All beauty boxes begin very well. They send you so many full sizes from such high-end brands. And then, they sort of go to seed, as it were. And then it's brands that you've never heard of, and lots of scrubs and essential oils and MLMs. So So why do I think that one-off boxes and one-off curations are better? Because A, it's a one-off thing. It's not a long-term thing. So they needn't reel you in with a good box first and then send you a bunch of minis later. It's all slightly more straightforward. Secondly, in a lot of cases, you already have spoilers there. Or in the case of Korean mystery boxes, you have an example box pictured. They do say this may not be the exact thing that you're getting, but Korean beauty boxes generally send you better value for money than mainstream brands, I must admit. Thirdly, as I said, the contents are revealed beforehand. You have spoilers and you can decide whether you want this or not. Most importantly, there is no commitment. It's a one-off box. It's not going to arrive month after month after month, leading to a pile-up of minis. So, no more beauty box subscriptions for me. Will I buy advent calendars? Absolutely yes. First of all, there are very different brands. Secondly, the contents are revealed beforehand in most cases. Thirdly, you get more full sizes. With a lot of advent calendars, the worth of the products inside exceeds the amount that you pay for the box, so it's not too bad. I mean, there are advent calendars when this doesn't happen. There are advent calendars without a single full-size product. Believe me, we're not talking about this. I will be avoiding those. The others I will be buying. So number 8, I will be avoiding products with essential oils. It's taken me a long time to realize that apart from mineral oil, my skin doesn't like essential oils either for the major part. 1 or 2 are alright. Bergamot oil my skin likes. Jojoba oil my skin's alright with, I suppose, but lavender oil and things like that my skin just hates. It took me a long time to realize that. So no things with essential oils. Number 9, I will be avoiding BB and CC creams. First of all, my skin has more flaws than the average individual. Sheer coverage doesn't do it for me. Secondly, I've already found my holy grail CC cream. That's why I didn't talk about it when I talked about foundations. It is the Eat Cosmetics oil-free CC Plus matte. And the matte version, mind you, not the regular one. So I've already found that. I'm not going to use another BB or CC cream ever. Thirdly, the shade match is always a problem. The It Cos one has shade for me. However, regular BB and CC cream is very difficult to get a shade match. So no, I'm not going to buy any. Number 10, hair serums, oils, hair creams, setting sprays, hairsprays, that sort of thing. 2 reasons. First of all, ever since I discovered Olaplex number 7, I know for a fact that I'm not going to use another hair serum or hair oil. Ever. Olaplex number 6 is my HG leave-in conditioner. Not going to buy another one. Third reason, and most important reason, you get a lot of these as freebies with gifts with purchase. So why would you want to buy them? There are different ones to try from GWP, so I'm never going to buy them. Number 11, I will not buy a single full-sized mascara ever again. There are 2 reasons for this. Firstly, in 3 months you've got to chuck it for hygiene reasons, or it dries up very quickly and you can't use it. Second reason, you get a lot of minis from gifts with purchase and advent calendars anyway. So I think that in 3 months, if you've got to chuck a mascara anyway, it's better if you're chucking a mini than a full-sized one. It's also better, a mini for some reason dries up less faster or slower than, full-size mascara does. Don't ask me why. Maybe it's, I don't know, there's more product to dry up. Maybe that's why, I don't know. Minis dry up slower for me, so I'll be sticking to minis that you get free. Number 12, hair electricals. Heat styling has fried my hair on a near permanent basis, so I won't be buying a single hair electrical product. Number 13, lip liners. This is not for any other reason apart from the fact that I cannot be asked to use them. I can't be asked to use a lip liner. I don't care if it bleeds or not. I'm not going to use a lip liner. Number 14, I won't be buying any body wash. I'm sticking to soap because there's less packaging to get rid of. There's less wastage of product. And once there's so much soap left over, I use it to wash my makeup brushes. So, I prefer soap to body wash or shower gels. The packaging is more sustainable and eco-friendly. However, if I do receive any in GWPs or advent calendars, I can't help that. Number 15, facial oils. Again, you know, it took me a while to realize that dedicated facial oils, you know, my skin doesn't really like those. It took me a long time to realize that, which is a huge pity because I recently bought a full-sized Clarins lotus oil without knowing this, and my skin didn't really love that one either. So I won't be buying any facial oils. I'll probably use up the ones that I have on my elbows or knees or something. Number 16, perfumes. Till I finish at least 5. I bought a lot of perfumes from duty free over the years and have a massive stash. So until I finish at least 5 perfumes, which is not obviously going to happen in 2020, I won't be buying any new ones. Number 17, non-ingredient driven skincare and unessential skincare. I will be doing a separate video on essential skincare versus non-essential skincare that I will and won't be buying. Stay tuned for that. A lot of skincare products I won't be buying. Non-essential skincare, non-ingredient driven skincare. Let's call it that and leave it there. Number 18, anything with mineral oil, paraffins, petroleum jelly or shea butter for the face, because all of those break me out badly. I'm going to be very diligent. Again, anything with wheat as well, hydrolyzed wheat protein. I know they call it hydrolyzed and all that, which means it's supposedly broken up into amino acids, but in several cases, I have ended up with urticaria or hives, particularly this area, right up to my chest. So best not, you know, best avoid those. I know they say it's hydrolyzed. What if it is not? Number 19, colored mascaras and eyeliners. I think I'm too old looking for those, too old looking at least. First of all. Secondly, my style has changed, and you know, there was a time when I wouldn't be without colored eyeliner. That was about 3 years ago. Right before I started this channel was colored eyeliner all the time. And I mean, I did record a few videos wearing colored eyeliner, and I looked garish in all of those. And then I had a thought, probably this colored eyeliner makes me look even more garish in real life than it does on camera. So ever since I've stopped using colored eyeliners, won't buy those. Lastly, problematic, dramatic, racist, offensive brands. You won't see certain brands, I'm not going to mention them. You won't ever see certain brands on this channel, ever. You've never seen certain brands on this channel, and you never will. I will never buy certain brands. The thing is, a lot of people feel that, you know, it's just makeup. A lot of people have told me, you know, I don't bother about that, I bother about the quality of makeup. Maybe, but I'm not going to give my money to somebody who's made a racist remark. It may be alright for some people. You may want to give your money to somebody who is racist, but I wouldn't. It's up to you, yeah, it's your decision. However, I will not support them. That's my decision. Now, because that one was a bit serious, let's have a rather tongue-in-cheek one as a bonus. I will not obviously be buying the Long Cleanser, the Omorovic Queen of Hungary Mist, or the NARS Orgasm Blush. If they are in beauty boxes or curations, I will not be buying those curations either. If they are in gifts with purchase, I cannot do anything about it if they arrive in a GWP, apart from whine about them enough to put Draco Malfoy's whining to shame. But I won't buy them, you know, I won't go out of my way to buy those products, nor will I buy beauty boxes or curations with those knowing beforehand. GWPs, I can't help it, they come free. Lip balms in pods are another one, because you always get product between your nails, and I just hate that so much. Ruins my day, it does. Lip balm sticks or tubes are much easier, much friendlier to apply. Spatulae don't work, they end up in the weirdest of places. I recently found some in my fruit basket, don't ask me how or why. Incidentally, I won't be buying lip toppers or lip glosses either, not my style. I'm a matte lip person. So those are the beauty products, 20 of them, including a couple of bonuses that I will not buy in 2020. What are yours? Is there something that you won't buy, or will you, I don't know, buy anything and everything that you want anyway? Do tell me that in the comments below. Let's keep it friendly and positive and supportive. So that's all from me for today. Thank you for watching this video. Please do give me a thumbs up. Please do hit the subscribe button. Please do ring the notifications bell, and I'll speak to you soon.